This is your reminder to not let the chaos being inflicted by this regime take the wind out of your sails, fill you with fear, or keep you in a constant state of fight or flight, because this is their goal. They know they don't really have the power to take over the country. They know they don't actually have the ability to turn back the clock. So they put on this play. They craft headlines like the federalization of Washington, D.C., or the destruction of a constitutionally protected right like birthright citizenship. They know it's not going to stick. They know that the courts will step in, as they inevitably do. But they do understand that the headline, that initial headline, will be bright and loud and scary. And that follow-up article will be quiet. The one that tells the country that the district court and the appeals court and eventually the Supreme Court said no to an executive order trying to undo the Constitution. So why are they doing this? Why play at all? Well, they're trying to bluff their way through with a losing hand of poker, hoping, praying that if they can put on a good enough show, make enough noise, scare people enough, will end up folding and forfeiting the game before they ever have to show their cards. These little men and their little machinations, so full of fear, at a present and a future where they actually have to compete with women and minorities on a level playing field. In fact, they are so scared that they're willing to flip over the entire game board in a last-ditch, desperate Hail Mary attempt at tilting the field irrevocably in their favor. And it's obvious that they don't believe in fairness, that they don't believe in merit, that they don't believe in convincing voters to vote for their policies, that they're not convinced that voters agree or support their policies. Because if they did really believe in any of that, if they did really believe in merit, if they did really believe in fairness, if they did really believe in a truly level playing field, they would not be spending all their time lying, cheating, and stealing in order to try to win. You know, this little gambit of theirs really had a chance at winning. Except they miscalculated. They got too cocky. They showed their hand too soon and gave away their con so completely. They also underestimated the strength, determination, and outright stubbornness of the American spirit. People are waking up because of them, because of their machinations, because of them showing their cards so completely, so fully, so blatantly, that it jolted people into alertness and into action. So people are waking up. They're joining the fight. Some are even switching teams completely. People are getting informed. They're making connections, and they're building the community that will stand together and rise up against this regime and call their bluff. Now, should we be concerned? Of course. Should we stay informed? Absolutely. Should we do everything in our power to educate, inform, and enlighten those within our sphere of influence? You bet your ass. But we also need to keep ourselves and those in this fight with us from being bogged down in the poisonous chaos coming our way daily. How do we do that? We live our lives. We enjoy our families. We love, make friends, make connections, build community. But most of all, we cultivate, nurture, and spread hope. So, to all the people out there that are in this fight with us, never forget that hope is the only thing stronger than fear. And to those little men with their horrid little playbook, may the odds be ever in your favor.